Hello, Purple Rosa here, and I'm continuing on in Blackwood. Come back to Gideon because there's a few quests here to do. There's one over there, but I'm going to first do this author's assistant wanted because it might lead to him. And there was one in the tavern as well. Or this one might lead to the one in the tavern. Author seeks well-muscled and energetic assistant to help research local history. Applicants must be willing to trapeze about in swamps and possibly haunted ruins. Peerless martial skill and danger may care attitude required. Positive outlook and cheery disposition desired. Don't miss out on this lucrative opportunity. Please direct all inquiries to Ysara of Sentinel at the Egg and Hammer Inn in Gideon. So yeah, this is the one in the tavern.
Murder. They say Counselor Jurek was attacked in Leowin, that the Dark Brotherhood was involved.
The Dark Brotherhood? That's just a story to scare children.
Is Counselor Vendesia safe? Governor Keshu and the Blackfins will protect him, won't they?
It's probably got something to do with the war in the north. It was bound to spill into Blackwood eventually.
Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna need Miri if I need someone with Daedra knowledge. So yeah, we're gonna go to the inn.
Right, so if that's north, that means... Wait, that's not right! Oh, more was mercy! A little help, anyone?
I'm here to help.
Are you from around here? Sorry, I'm not familiar with Gideon and... Wait, are you here because of my flyers? Thank Ruptka. Call me Ysara. I'm here on a thrilling, inspirational journey, and I could really use a sturdy companion.
What sort of assistance do you need?
I'm an author. Aspiring, really. I've penned a few romance novels, but they all lack, what's the word? Authenticity, yes. So, I resolved to get out into the world and find my muse. Now, here's the exciting part. I found it in Castle Giovesse.
You found your romantic muse in a crumbling castle?
Yes, well, not exactly. A tragic affair played out there years ago, and love-struck spirits still haunt the castle. I acquired a magic lantern that allows me to speak to the ghosts. But you know, ghosts. I need you to ward off the angrier spirits.
Ooh, I'm in. I'll help.
Thank you for agreeing to accompany me. With your help, my next romance novel will be a masterpiece. Here, take the lantern. Now, fair warning, I've never actually used it, but I heard a ghostly woman wanders the city gardens. We can test it there.
Sounds like if you've played The Witcher, you get a lantern that's similar. So what can you tell me about this enchanted lantern?
Well, I can tell you it's alien in origin. It's, you know, it's quite lovely, and it lets you talk to ghosts.
But I can already talk to ghosts. I don't need a lantern. But how?
Oh, that's easy. You just sort of jiggle it, or something. Look, I'm an impulse buyer, but I'm certain it will work. The orc I bought it from is a very reputable dealer. The ghost won't be able to resist its glow. You'll see.
So you're a writer?
Yes. Well, I fancy myself one at any rate. My novels receive mixed reviews, but romance is a tough genre, you know? All those stuffy critics want is highbrow, elf in a parlor broods over losing his father's fortune type stuff. What a snooze.
Why romance, if you don't mind me asking?
Because I'm a romantic, you silly. I mean, sure, I've never been in a really serious relationship, but let's be honest. Tales of people settling into stable marriages and living happy, fulfilling lives don't sell. People want passion, danger.
Yeah, but that rarely happens. And you think we'll find both in Castle Giovesse?
Oh, yes, maybe too much. Castle Giovesse has a long, tragic history. You've read Carlo Townway's 2920 series, right? If not, you absolutely must. If I could write something half as satisfying, it would be a dream come true.
What do you know about this tragic affair you mentioned before?
Only the basics. My great-great-grandmother lived in Gideon for a time before immigrating back to Sentinel, and she brought back all kinds of stories. Some joyful, but most tragic. I just wish I could have met her before she passed to the far shores.
What's the story?
Oh, you know, star-crossed lovers, murder, betrayal, that sort of thing. But like I said before, I'm done with those tired old cliches. I want facts. That's why we're going straight to the source.
And what makes you think any of it's true?
My great-great-grandmother may have embellished a bit. What storyteller doesn't? But every tale she told had some seed of truth to it. And after speaking to the people here in Gideon, I'm certain I'm onto something. You'll see. Just you wait.
Yeah, this should be interesting. See if this lantern works. But yeah, as the vestige, I don't really need the lantern to talk to ghosts. Talked to plenty of ghosts before. Hey, she said to test it here.
You made it. All right, this is the place where people see the spirit. Go on and try out the lantern.
Okay. This is gonna be fun.
Who intrudes upon my grief? Giovesse is lost. My son is lost. All that remains is sorrow.
Tava's feathers, I was right. All right, you talk, I'll take notes.
Okay.
You can see me? It matters little. The miseries of Castle Giovesse bind me here, bind all of us here. We are cursed. Our gardens wither, our once great walls crumble, and my gentle son feels nothing but heartache.
Well, I guess we'll break the curse and set them free. So who are you? What brought this curse on the castle?
I am Duchess Estella of Castle Giovesse. As for the curse, it is the work of a vile trollop named Alizinda. Arche scorn her soul. My darling boy, Mathen was infatuated with her. And how did she repay his affection? By murdering him in cold blood.
Why did she kill your son?
I cannot bear to speak of it any more. My poor Mathen. I sense his presence sometimes. He's bound to the place where he died. An old cottage northeast of Giovesse. A place where he and Alizinda trysted.
Alright, I'll go to the cottage and speak with your son.
Help him. Help my son. Succeed where his mother failed.
I'll try.
It worked! I told you it would work! Tall Papa's breeches, what a tale! A ghostly duchess, lusty young nobles, betrayal and murder. This story's got it all. Whew. Is it getting hot out here or is it just me?
I think it's just you, but I love her enthusiasm. The Duchess says her son Mathen was cursed.
Yes, tied to a cottage nearby. I can almost picture it. Rustic, secluded, tossel quilts, embers smoldering on the hearth. Gives me the prickles. Almost makes you forget someone likely died there. Something she said does trouble me a bit.
What's that?
The Duchess said the lover's name was Alizinda. That was my great-great-grandmother's name. It can't be a coincidence, can it? She lived in Gideon for a time before moving back to Alakir. Do you think my ancestor murdered Mathen?
Maybe there's more to this story we don't know. There's only one way to find out. Let's go to Mathen. So her great-great-grandmother or great-grandmother? Interesting. So it's just outside Gideon. So could she be...
Murder. They see Counselor Jiren.
Could she be a descendant of Mathen? Her grandmother could have been pregnant. Who knows? So here... Where's the cottage? Oh, it's in ruins.
This is the cottage the Duchess mentioned, I think. Not all that romantic, is it? Let's look around.
Romantic at all. Journal? Oh, he says it so sweetly. Alizinda, you are my moonlit night, my daytime warmth of the sun, but is that just the way a noble might speak to his mistress? I sometimes fear that Mathen sees me as nothing more than a spring dalliance. I know that I can't measure up to the Nibonese ladies who swoon at his approach. I know I have little to offer, but even so I feel a love for him that's warmer than the Alakir desert at high sun. I hope he knows that. He loves me, tore up his breeches. What did I do to deserve such a man? He told me I fretted in vain. He says his heart belongs to me and me alone. He even spoke of marriage. Can you imagine? All my dreams are coming true. I was such a fool. Love is a cruel joke. All Mathen's talk of marriage and travel were nothing but lies. Honeyed words that let him indulge in rebellious frivolities. The other women tell me he's proposed to someone else, the heir to a northern province who has not yet arrived. I'm sure the Duchess is very proud. Well, I won't be made a fool of, not anymore. All is prepared. Mathen plans to meet me at the cottage tonight. It has to be tonight. Every night my anger grows dimmer and the sadness takes its place. He broke my heart, he used me. If I don't make him pay now, I fear I never will. Damn you, Mathen, damn you for making me hurt the one I love. Ooh. So Mathen brought this on himself. Tarnished Ring of Mara.
Nothing but creaky floorboards and old weeds for me. I knew I should have brought my spectacles. What did you find?
Found an old ring and a journal belonging to Alizinda.
May I? Her anguish just jumps off the page, doesn't it? So, Mathen intended to marry someone else and Alizinda killed him in a fit of passion. Can you imagine loving someone so deeply that you end up murdering them? Gods, that's romantic. Sort of.
Do you think the ring belongs to her as well?
It's a ring of Mara, the sort of ring used in a pledge of marriage. Mathen might have intended to give it to this mysterious fiancé or... I'll hang on to the ring. Let's use the lantern. Maybe Mathen can shed some light on this.
Alright, I'll light it and call to Mathen's ghost.
Who's there? Alizinda, my love. Is it you?
So this is Mathen? Gracious. Grandmother Alizinda clearly knew how to pick them.
This light, it offers some respite from my sorrows. You have my thanks. I am Mathen Galenus, heir to the Duchy of Giovesse. What brings you to this place?
Your mother, Duchess Estella, asked us to speak to you. She said you're both victims of a curse.
Curse? Is heartache not curse enough? My great love, Alizinda, poisoned me on the very night I meant to propose to her. Someone deceived her. Told her I meant to marry another. She killed me, yes. but it was an act of jealous grief, not witchcraft.
So who tricked her? So if Alizinda didn't lay a curse on you, why are you and your mother still here?
I do not know. I've learned that certain objects hold a grip on the soul. Things we treasured in life. In my darkest moments, I sometimes feel drawn to the chapel where they laid my body to rest. I see harsh light glinting off my golden armor.
Do you think this golden armor could be what's keeping you here?
Maybe. These long, gray years make it difficult to think. Seek out the chapel. You will find it to the west, amidst the ruins of the castle. If my armor keeps me in this sorry state, I beg you to find it. Without love, there is nothing for me here.
Alright, we'll go to the chapel and look for your armor.
My lady, forgive my impertinence, but you are the very image of my lost love, Alizinda. How could this be?
Oh my goodness. I believe I'm her descendant, brave Sir Duke, Baron, whatever. My name's Ysara, by the way. What were we talking about again?
You share her spirit, Lady Ysara. At last, fate grants me a kindness.
We must help him. That poor soul.
We will.
Sweet Mora's left tit! What was that all about? Sorry for the language, but, whew, right? Have you ever met a ghost that gorgeous? Gods, I'm sweating right through this blouse. We should head to the Giovesse chapel and look for Maffin's armor.
I love her. So have you ever seen this chapel before?
Not yet. I've heard some nasty rumors about howling ghosts that wander the castle grounds, attacking anyone who draws near. So, we have that to look forward to. Maybe we'll find someone else worth talking to. Hard to say.
Well, Duchess Estella and Mathon seem peaceful enough.
Well, the lantern draws in spirits that yearn for connection. At least that's what the nice orc who sold it to me said. The ghosts that wander around Giovesse definitely aren't interested in talking.
So, can we choose who to summon with the lantern?
I don't think so. We're basically offering the stage to any spirit who has something to say. There's no telling who might answer. I'd say it's worked out well so far.
No foul. Okay. So, go to the state chapel.
I'll catch up to you at the chapel, all right? I need to
Try
jot down
breaking
some
free!
notes.
I'm fine. So yeah, to the chapel. Briefly walked through there, but it was during night time, so be good to see it during the day. Ruins are just up here. Yeah, it's a tragic love story. Jealousy always gets the better of some people. That's the chapel. So why are there other ghosts trapped here? I'll try free you all. Okay, search the chapel.
Well, here we are, and not a scrap of golden armor in sight. Let's have a look around.
There's this scrolled incantation. Gaze deep into a mother's sorrow and pluck the seed of fury. Call forth the bitter ghost to help light spirit's path. Restore life lost by blood with shadows long and twisted. Return what murder took, no price is too dear. What does that mean?
What's that you've got there? Not a golden helm by any chance?
No, some strange lines written out. Have a look.
A magical incantation. The handwriting is different from Alizinda's journal. That means she can't be responsible for the curse. I knew my ancestor wasn't a sorceress. A murderer, maybe, but not a sorceress. Of course, this all begs the question.
Who placed the curse on the castle?
Yes, and more importantly, why? The person who cast the spell clearly had an axe to grind. Maybe it was a court wizard or some jilted witch. My novel's less romance and mystery at this point. Let's use the lantern again. Maybe the culprit's here.
Alright, I'll light it. So who's got a show?
What are you doing here? Why aren't you caring for my boy?
Why are you here?
Did you find my dear Mathin? Can't I trust you to locate a simple cottage?
We found him, but Alizinda didn't place the curse on Giovesse, someone else did.
How is that possible? It had to be Alizinda. When Mathin died, the duchy's light died with him. That Redguard wench cast us into darkness. If I could just have brought him back, I could have...
Wait, you tried to bring him back?
Yes. Arkay, forgive me. I wept over his body in this very chapel for 3 days without sleep or nourishment. My grief was ocean deep. He was my only boy. So I cast a simple spell. I tried to draw him back with promises of glory. I failed.
So you're the one who made the curse. Tell me more about this spell.
I cast the spell over his armor and sword, but it went awry. I wrote everything down. You can find my notes in my private study beneath the eastern wall. If you find his helm, breastplate, and shield too, you might be able to set things right.
Alright, I'll look for your notes and Mathin's armor.
Necromancy? How could she?
You! Oh, I see you well enough, Redguard. You think I don't notice the family resemblance? You stay away from my boy!
Ooh.
Tava's feathers. Bit touchy, isn't she?
Yep.
Let's find these notes. Catching Mathin's eye gave me butterflies, but catching Estella's eye gives me the shivers.
Yeah, sounds like Mum was...
Let's make our way to this private study, carefully.
The mother was too protective of her son. Tried to bring him back without understanding that magic can have adverse effects if not done properly.
His own mother toying with dark magic in this very room. What a plot twist!
I guess. Soon my beloved Mathin will return, but there is still much to do. The ritual demands that I bury the talisman, his armor pieces under clumps of heart's bane. The foul poisons of the plant are meant to keep meddlesome spirits at bay. It's just a matter of where to put them. I'll plant his cuirass near the well so his heart is rejuvenated. I must bury his helm near the wall so that he can see what danger approaches. His shield will rest near the gate to protect this castle and his spirit. Lastly, I will place his sword in the care of an ancestor. There is danger here, but I have to try. I did find something. Another Leywin recipe.
You found Duchess Estella's notes that quickly? Thank Rooped Guy can rely on your eyes. Can barely see a thing in this place. What do they say?
Apparently the spell involved burying Mathin's armor under clumps of heartsbane.
Really? Oh, I think I spotted some on the way across the castle grounds. I knew that herbalism workshop would come in handy someday. If we do manage to find the armor, be careful pulling it out of the tangle. Heartsbane's quite deadly.
Well, be careful.
I saw a clump of heartsbane on the way here. Come on!
Coming.
This way, I think.
You think?
There! That's heartsbane, right?
I don't know. You're the expert.
You found his helm? We're off to a great start. Unless... Come here a moment. Sorry. I feel like we've assembled most of the clues to this mystery, but I just can't shake the feeling that we're missing something here.
What do you mean?
Well, Duchess Estella got them into the situation, right? She cast the ugly spell that cursed poor Mathin, and now we're gathering up the items she used to make this mistake in the first place? It can't be that simple. What are we missing?
You think there's more she's not telling us?
Maybe, maybe not. She wasn't a professional necromancer. Maybe she missed something too. Remember what Mathin told us? Certain objects take hold of the soul. If that's the case, isn't it odd that we found him in the cottage instead of the chapel?
We found that ring of Mara in the cottage. Do you think that might play a role in this?
Only one way to find out. Let's use the lantern again. I'm still carrying the ring. If he followed us here, maybe we're onto something.
All right, I'll ignite the lantern.
Lady Ysara, I had not expected to see you again. Why do you summon me?
You were right.
Gods, he's gorgeous. Sorry, taking notes.
Where are we? It's been so long since I walked the grounds of the castle. I scarcely recognize it. Whatever the place, it is good to speak to someone again. And to see the fair image of my lost love.
Your mother is responsible for the curse. She told us to find your armor so we can break the spell.
Spell? Some ill-conceived plot to resurrect me, I presume. Mother never could suppress her passion for the occult. Now we both pay the price. But even so, I feel something else now. Some other force that nags at my soul. Something fairer, softer.
We found the ring you planned to give to Alizinda before she murdered you.
My ring of Mara? I had not thought to see it again. I see it clearly now, though. At rest near the heart of the fair Lady Ysara. The course is clear, friend. Gather my armor and rid me of the curse. In the meantime, I will bask in Ysara's glow.
What do you mean?
Lady Ysara, you bear not only Alizinda's ring, but her spirit as well. Had I a heart, it would pound like a drum at the sight of you.
Thank you, Mathin. I'm sorry for what happened to you. My friend and I will fix it, I promise.
Having you beside me is all I need. Come, let me sweep you away. Find my armor and break the curse. Your friend will be safe with me in the meantime.
Oh my! What just happened?
That's weird. Hopefully she's alright. He's a ghost, she's living. Can they really, do it?
Mathin, what did you do?
What did he do? Okay. The last bit's over here. Use the spirit lantern.
You summon me again? Did you find the armor?
I did.
Where is your lecherous friend? Just like her ancestor, ensnaring her betters, meddling in family affairs. Huh. Mathen should be thanking me for sparing him the pain.
Mathen abducted her. What did you mean, spare him the pain?
Mathen truly meant to marry Elizinda. A woman with no pedigree, no means, and no great talent. She was a no one. I couldn't bear the idea of him throwing his future, and that of our duchy, away over some childish romance. So I spread a rumor.
So this is all your fault. You convinced Elizinda that Mathen meant to marry someone else.
I only meant to split them apart. It was for his own good. Typical of low-bred paupers, she overreacted. Mathen died by her hand, not mine. None of this matters. What matters is breaking the curse. I need one last object. The sword of Giovesse.
Low-bred paupers? You're the low-bred for starting all this. Where is this sword?
It is in the mausoleum, beneath the Great Bridge, guarded by Calvis Vannon, 1st Duke of Giovesse. Retrieve the sword and bring everything you found to Tavia's tower. If all goes as it should, we can reverse the spell and set both of us free.
Better free Yazara too.
I don't want that woman lingering near my son any more than you do. Find the sword and bring it to the tower.
Why do the rich think they're above everyone else? They're not, just because you have money. So, she said under the bridge. Okay. Mausoleum. Wow. This is something. She said it was guarded by someone. There he is. Easy. Yeah, cool mausoleum. With all the statues. There's a door here. So, then she said the tower. Back above the bridge. So this tower, hopefully break the curse, set everyone free. Okay, so what do I do now?
Mathen, my darling boy. We can finally end this curse.
And now I part with the Lady Ysara as well? Is there nothing you won't take from me?
Place the regalia, adventurer. It is well past time we left.
Farewell, dear lady. I wish we had more time.
What did he do to you?
There you are. I'm fine. Don't worry. Just a little dizzy is all. I suppose you should set these spirits free. I hate to see Mathen go, but this is the right decision, right?
Well, he's long dead.
Do what you will, my friend. It seems my mother controls my fate in the afterlife as well.
Can I get rid of her and leave you?
Ugh! What are you waiting for? I don't want to stay in this place even a moment longer!
Ungrateful. Why is my pet up there? I guess we'll do this.
Mathen! Why aren't you... Mathen!
I'm still here?
My poor Mathen. What went wrong?
He's still tied to the ring, I guess.
I am sorry for absconding with dear Lady Ysara. I found myself conflicted, torn between two intentions. One in the cursed armor, and another in the Ring of Mara. You sundered Mother's curse, but it seems my soul remains tied to the ring.
You mean you're still trapped here despite breaking the curse?
Trapped? Perhaps. The foul burden of necromancy no longer weighs me down, but my connection to the ring is no less intense. It's passionate, fiery. It's like all my unfulfilled dreams and desires remain bound to that band. And to Lady Ysara.
Is there a way to free you?
Perhaps. Part of me still yearns for the warmth of Aetherius. But now, as I behold the beautiful Lady Ysara, I'm given pause. She is so like my beloved Alizinda, with a heart as warm as the sands she walked as a child. I must speak with her.
All right, I'm sure she wants to talk to you too.
Lady Ysara, light of my afterlife. That ring you carry is the key to my heart. I leave my fate in your hands.
My hands? Methin, what are you saying?
If you choose to wear the ring, I will remain by your side. An attentive and loving guardian.
Are you serious? Tall Papa, preserve me.
Destroy the ring, and I will pass to Aetherius. The choice, my lady, is yours.
Wow.
Lady Ysara seems overwhelmed. I regret that I must place this burden on the woman I adore. Won't you help her along? She trusts you.
Probably best for you to go because you're dead. I mean, because you can never be together. You can't even touch each other.
Did I just get a proposal from a ghost? Up until now, the only man who ever wooed me was a stable hand in Bergama. I know I should recoil at this. It's profane, blasphemous, right? But gods, he's cute. And the way he speaks, it's like a dream.
He said the choice is yours.
Ugh! How could he lay something like this at my feet? I can barely decide which boots to wear most days. When he swept me away, he told me his heart was torn to pieces. He said I was the only balm. He said I was his second chance.
Do you think that's true?
I don't know. Aside from the whole ghostly murder victim thing, this is what my heart always yearned for. It's why I write romance novels. The thought that I could bring him love and joy is intoxicating. Still, he deserves peace and rest, right?
Yeah, he does. Methin's soul deserves rest. Give me the ring, I'll destroy it and set him free. Yeah, I think that's best. Because they could never really be together. He's dead. She's alive. And she'll probably find someone that she'll fall in love with later on. Yep. His soul deserves to rest.
I want you to stay, Methin. I really do. But it wouldn't be fair to you or Alizinda. Our friend will destroy the ring.
I understand. Yours is a loving heart, Ysara. I pray you find someone worthy to share it with.
Sure she will.
It seems Lady Ysara's made her decision. I sense that my time here nears its end.
Don't cry.
Quick, destroy it before I change my mind.
You'll find someone deserving of your love.
Goodbye, Methin.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Ugh. Isn't this always the way? You find the man of your dreams, but it turns out he's the lost soul of a man your ancestor poisoned in a fit of passion 200 years ago. Just my luck.
You did the right thing letting him go.
You're right, of course. I'm desperate for some grand romance, but it's no more real than my stories if I act selfishly. Let's focus on the good things, right? A curse broken, a writer inspired, and it's all your doing. Thank you, my friend.
Glad I could help.
Gods, he was gorgeous. I'll find someone eventually, but I doubt they'll have a chest like that.
Will you write about this?
Are you joking? Of course I'm going to write about this. Tragedy, lies, murder, necromancy, intrigue, true love. This will be a bestseller, guaranteed. More importantly, it will help me remember Mathin.
Will you tell your family about Alizinda?
No. I have crown blood on my mother's side. The idea that a beloved ancestor who accomplished so much in Sentinel played a role in some salacious and deadly affair? It would not go over well. At all. Better to keep that to myself.
Yeah, this all happened fairly quickly. Did you really feel something for Mathin?
I did. At least, I think I did. I've never been one of those women who thinks about marriage and children. That's why I have my novels, right? To revel in the fun part of love. The only part I've ever really been interested in.
But this was something more?
Maybe. I guess we'll never find out, will we? One thing's for sure, love is much more complicated than I ever gave it credit for. That shouldn't really come as a surprise to someone who writes about it professionally, but here we are.
Yeah, I'm glad I could help you. And yeah, it was funny how Mathin stayed behind and his mother went away. She deserved that though. So yeah, I'm gonna end this one here. And we'll continue questing in the next one. Thanks for watching.